Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. So we just had some news that came out just now. Right now I'm looking at gold and NAS. The spread on NAS is just looking too much at this point. We've had all these big wicks. So I'm tempted to stay out of NAS for now. We have new home sales news coming out in about 55 minutes. So that would be around 10 a.m. Eastern. So for now, what I'm gonna do is basically wait for some sort of move. So basically, this is looking like a bearish flag. So I'd wait for a breakout below, because if we look at the higher time frame, we've broken past these levels here. So right now I'm kind of just waiting for something to continue lower. This is another level to look at. So let me look at this in TradingView. So as of right now, I'm expecting it to fall at least to the 61.8 level. But knowing NAS, if it could get a good momentum going here, we could see it drop more. And it could even reverse this entire move. Yeah, so if I get a strong bearish move down, breaking the structure here, I may look to take a sell, targeting the 61.8 level. In which case that sell may look something like this. And then if we do get it extending more, then I may try to see if we can get something like this. Might need to wait for market open for this move. So I'm just gonna leave that like that for now. Let's see what GBP is doing. Okay, so we've broken some major levels here for GJ. So price is testing this level now. We've had some rejection candles here. So GJ could do either move at this point, because right now that's some bullish movement there in the 1 hour. We've had that bullish engulfing, and now it's moving up. So if we get a rejection here though, it'll be a good scalp maybe to take a short, but I would say the bias in general should be longs at this point. So we would look for something like this. So it'll be a 1 to 3.5 RR. Let's see what gold is doing. Okay, on gold it seems this level is holding here. Okay, we rejected this major level over here. I still see this being kind of a bullish situation. That was a strong move up. Now we're getting this pullback. So we had the pullback that tested the golden zone here, and then a push up. So in this case, I would say kind of missed this trade. So I would wait for this current pullback to either break lower, or we would look at these levels to be broken here. Getting in now, that would require something like setup like this. It's not bad, but if it does get the momentum going today, then we could aim for this level up here. So I wouldn't get into it now though, just because of this level here. Like, it's not a significant enough risk to reward to get in on this. If price was still down here somewhere, that would be a better entry. Yeah, so for now, just gonna keep an eye on gold, no entry. Let's look at the Dow Jones. So this is looking good for a long, I think. Because this level here has been respected several times, and now we're seeing some rejection candles on that level. So at market open, I would probably favor a long on this. We have about 14 minutes till the market opens. See, when NASDAQ is throwing so many wicks around, I get a little worried about any entries. The US30 is looking better today, so maybe that's where we'll be looking for our entry. Okay, so I'm going to my indicator chart. So stochastics is looking like it wants to go long. We had this pullback, rejected this area again. These are nice rejection candles. So right now we're just gonna wait for some sort of confirmation on that. what else? I think that's what everybody in the chat has asked for. So what I try to do is get in before market open, at least 5-10 minutes before, because when we get the volume that comes in when the market opens, assuming we pick the right trade, we get to actually get some big moves. But obviously if it doesn't go our way, then we make the loss. Sometimes it can spike down and we have a gap down or something, and we make more losses than we want to. But that's just a risk I take. Okay, so this trade is gonna look, if I get in, it's probably gonna be something like this. We're gonna target this level up there. And since it's market open, might want to give it more space here. So 2 to 1, 1 to 2, whatever. I'm gonna call this out in the channel. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my empty 5 to wait for this setup. Okay, it's getting very close to market open. Just a few more seconds to close this 5-minute candle. Okay, so we had a 5-minute close, but not a very convincing 5-minute close. However, price is continuing to move up. I'm not getting the kind of movement we want here. Okay, it's starting to move. I'm gonna take that entry. So our entry was at 33722. Okay, so that's in line with this setup. Stop loss 33667. The first TP 33772. I am hoping for a better pullback. So usually I hope for, like, I wait for another little pullback here, then I'll add more to it. Okay, we have 3 minutes for market open. Not sure I'm gonna get the pullback I want. Let's see. No, it's starting to do that move. Okay, let's see. Looking to get at least 2-3 more entries on this if I can. Right now my risk is very low. The TP is also very low. Adding some buy limits because it could move very fast. Just if price does move heavily away from this, then I will close those buy limits. But I'm expecting this kind of a pullback before we get the move. Almost had the entry there. Okay, so we have market open now. Okay, so I am closing those buy limits and moving my stop loss to reduce my risk. Okay, it's taken off now, so okay, so it's a risk-free trade at this point. So what I do, once I get a risk-free setup, I add a trailing stop loss. In this case, it'll be 6,000 points. So now we just have to hope that we get a good 5-minute close, and then that could potentially take us up to that target. Alternatively, it could shoot down, in which case it you know, we're not going to lose much, and if we're lucky, maybe a little bit of profit. So on a regular day, that I would be looking to move my stop loss only after it hits that TP1. But since I didn't get my double entry on this, I'm just gonna hold this trade. Anyone that's following my signals, they may have taken 2 entries and would have gotten that TP1 at this point. Yeah, I think my TP1 was somewhere around here. So we have a 6,000 points trailing stop. So once it gets here, it will start trailing. Yeah. It's a really good trade from a technical perspective. Not so great from a reward perspective. Trades like these, I look to get 1 to 2,000 $1 profit on it. Okay, so let's leave that and look at NAS. So this is why I didn't trade NAS this morning. Basically, these wicks, it just means there is just too much volatility here. It could just be that the market makers are trying to weed people out or something. I don't know. So let's see. So right now it's looking very bullish as well, but I don't know. It's just been coming down with this strong kind of bearish momentum. I would have liked to see a rejection on this level before I look for a long. So no trade there still. So we had a good close here under 5 minutes. Nice bullish candle, but a big wick. But when the market opens, that could mean anything. So I'm not too worried about it. It could just be a bunch of people taking profit at that point. GJ is looking like a short, but I'd be worried about this level, so I don't see a good entry right now because we have this zone here. If we get a bounce on the zone, then we could look for longs. Otherwise, a break and retest is what we're looking for a short. US oil, I don't really trade this. I was playing around with it last week. I don't know, something I'm just researching more on. Gold is starting to move. Look at that. That's actually a good move from gold. What did we get? We didn't get much of a pullback. We got the breakout that we're looking for. Yeah, let's hope we get some kind of a I don't know, if it does come back down here, I would expect it to drop more than just a retest here. So nothing on gold for now. So we're looking like it's gonna get to that TP2, maybe. Okay, so on NAS we had this big breakout. But yeah, I'm still not convinced of that move. It's a very big rejection wick there too. Okay, US30 is looking very good. Since my trade is so small, risk is so small, I'm gonna extend this up a little bit. Too late. Oh boy. Okay, that's fine. At least we got a profitable one for now. Yeah, but I was gonna move my TP probably about maybe this area here. Okay, so on NAS we had that break of structure. Okay, so we had that break, very strong pullback here. So this trade is still valid. Now we just have to wait for a good confirmation here. I'm just gonna set this up and post it on the channel. I don't think we're gonna get all of this move, but I like to put it out there just in case we do. Anyone wants to take that like hold for that long, then certainly they can. This is why we wait for candles to close, because look at that. If we had taken that sell, that short on this, just based on this candle here, probably would have gotten taken out, because you would get your stop loss probably about here. It looks like it wants to move more, so you're still gonna watch this and wait. I'm just gonna take this time to post this on the channel just so that people are ready. So our entry is 14,740. Let me see. Just like to add it to the chart. 14,740. So I know where. Problem with using TradingView and MT5 is that you don't get the same price. It's weird. Just, I guess different brokers have, because this doesn't make sense here. Because for me, on this one, my entry would be about here. So if you're following this video or the live stream, you just have to be aware that the price on TradingView is different. So just look for the levels that the entry's on. For example, for this one, we're looking for a break of this structure essentially. So if we go back to so if we go back here, this is the structure we're looking at here. So our entry would be about here, which seems far to me for this one, but let's see. Leave this here for now. I'm gonna go back to my indicator chart. It's really trying to push up here. It could just be a liquidity grab, which would be great for our position, because then that means we get a lot of liquidity coming down. So let's see how that goes. Okay, gold is doing that pullback, so this is good. So a lot of people would have entered where let's see here. So if we go look at gold, a lot of people would have seen these candles and probably taken an entry, but like I said, I'm worried about that level. That's exactly what happened here. It's pulling back. That does not mean that it's coming down necessarily. We always just need to wait for some confirmation. So right now we're waiting for that one. And on NAS, we're still kind of watching. So that US30 trade, that was a good exit actually. So if I did have more entries, I would have extended them up obviously, but that's the other thing with market open. I try not to risk a lot on my entries, just because you know you get these massive swings. Okay, so NAS is starting to turn again. Let's wait for this 5-minute candle to see what we get. Let's see what GJ is doing. You see all of these wicks on GJ I don't like. It's struggling to find a direction. It's at a very extended price at this point too. So it's a tricky one. If we do get a break above or break out of this area here, it could mean that we're gonna push a lot higher, but it will take a lot of liquidity to do that. So a possibility is that it comes down first, like a strong pullback. It would need to break this trend line and look for a liquidity area, which the closest one I would say is about here. So it's a good short opportunity, I guess. But you could get a lot of money that comes in here and push it higher. So okay, gold is pushing down at this point. Yeah, NAS is still struggling in this area here, so we're just gonna watch this. This is the only one we're watching for now. Still no entry here. I'm gonna move my signal over a little bit. This will be a nice trade if we can get it, but I feel it needs to grab more liquidity before it can do that. And that area could be somewhere here. Okay. So if that's the case, then this could be a long for up to that level, that zone. Now that changes our trade if it does do that, because then our trade becomes something more like this, and of course continuation down lower if possible, because now this trade is becoming invalid. Let's wait for some candle close here. Yeah, if it does go up here, then it's invalid. So we would look for a test of this area here next. Uh, 3 minutes till the next 5-minute candle closes. This is a good example of why I don't enter exactly after the market open. I'll enter just before or a lot later, because, for example, right, you see these rejection wicks, and then you think price is gonna come down, but then if you don't wait for that, let's say this was a bearish candle at one point, if you don't wait for it to close as a good strong bearish candle, then you get these pullbacks and you're taken out because your stop loss would have been up here, right? So it's good to define kind of what kind of trade you're looking for, and then wait for that confirmation, whatever it is. It could be indicators or just price action or candlestick patterns. So right now, 2 minutes for this candle to close. If it closes as a very strong bullish candle, then this trade is invalid, and I'll remove it and also update my group not to take that trade anymore. Yes, so gold is doing that really good pullback. This would have been a good entry right here. Could have looked for something like this here. Yeah, that would have been a good trade. But again, it's with that market open situation. So now we're looking for some sort of rejection off of this level for gold, and then hopefully we go back up. However, we've had this double top, and let's see, we're kind of ranging in this area. So yeah, who knows? Just gonna wait and watch. Let's see. Okay, so NAS, we had that 5-minute close. I will cancel. Yeah, I'll have to cancel this trade because price is so far away from the entry at this point, that it doesn't make sense to keep looking at that specific setup. It'll change a little bit. Now I'll update the signal group as we watch for a setup. So just looking at these wicks now, it's not a good time to enter, so we're gonna wait. I think what's gonna happen here is we're gonna get that move up possibly. So from here we're probably gonna come and test this area, and then hopefully we get that move down. What could happen here though is a move like this, then finally going down. So that's what we have to be careful of. However, it depends on timing as well, because with NAS around 10 to 10:30 is when it starts defining the true direction for the day. So if we do get a rejection here around 10 to 10:15 and we start getting this move down, that could be what we're looking for. So it would be worth taking the trade and hope we don't get this full pullback till here. However, if we get a strong move up before, let's say 10:15, and it breaks this area, then we'll wait for a test of this area. So that's the thesis anyway. Let's see what happens. Unfortunately with trading, it's a lot of waiting. Something that every trader needs to get used to and really deal with. Holy crap. We have GJ breaking out here. On the 15-minute, these are all really good candles. So that trade setup is invalid for now. Like I said, this could also be just a big liquidity grab, right? A lot of people going short on this area, so you have the big money just coming in, taking out all the stops in this, just above this area, and then taking it down. Sorry about the noise. It is summertime and my children are home, so the youngest is stomping on the floor upstairs. Okay, so we had our 10 o'clock candle close. Still a lot of wicks here. Like, I'm not confident taking a trade when we have this kind of move. Also, there's news that just came out. Yeah, so we had durable goods data just came out. Looks good for the US dollar, which is why we saw gold tank right there. So US30 is looking good for a re-entry at this point. Let's check MT5. This would require a $8,000 point stop loss. And what would be our target? So before you enter any trade, always make sure you do this exercise. Just making sure you know where you're going to put your stop loss, so you calculate how many points or pips, and then where your TP is going to be. And you just want to make sure your TP is at least 1.5 of your stop loss. So in this trade, I think we would aim for around this area here, and our stop loss around here. So it'll be 1 to 2, which isn't bad. However, the wick on this makes me question this move right now, so I'd wait for a bullish engulfing of this or some other kind of bullish formation before entering. Okay, so on NAS we were getting our rejection here actually. Okay, so it's currently 10:06. Still don't like I still don't like this setup right now. So like I said, between now and 10:15, if we do get another rally that pushes past this area, then we might wait for an entry at this level here, somewhere here. Okay, so GJ is still moving up. Yeah, so at this point I would wait for GJ to come back and test this zone and then look for a long. Gold is pushing down, looks like it's going to continue going down for now. This is a zone we're watching. Now if it does break the zone, then it could be going in this area here, and I guess over here would be an ultimate target really. I don't see gold dropping that low this week, but that's just a feeling and we don't trade based on feelings. Okay, US30 is actually showing a good rejection here. Let's see this guy. Okay, so NAS is showing a good bearish candle. So let's see. Yep. Okay, if we get a good 5-minute close here, we might be looking for an entry. Unfortunately, considering how this is moving, this is not a signal I will be able to share with the Telegram channel, so that's why the live stream is good to join. Okay, just a few more seconds for this candle to close. Let's see. So we had that candle close. Okay, I'm gonna take my entry here on NAS. TP1 will be about this area. And then I am hoping for another entry. Let's see. Okay, I could probably get this posted. This is why I need to automate my signal posting. So I'm working on something that will automatically post my signals when I take the entry. So when I take the entry on MT5, it will post it to Telegram automatically. Okay, so we did not get to take the second entry on this. So what I'm gonna do is move my take profit to another TP level. And I will trail my stop once we get into a break-even situation. So normally I will trade up to about 11 or 12 noon Eastern time. That's usually when people basically take their lunch breaks in North America. So sometimes the market goes flat around this time. So I tend to just either take a break or I'm done trading for the day at that point. Considering the movements today, I think for like NAS, I could see it dropping up to a certain good level here today if it does continue. And then it could potentially just go sideways after that. So depending on how this plays out, it may be my last trade for the day. And then sometimes I'll come back for the afternoon session around 1-2 o'clock, because between 2 and 2:30 we sometimes get some really good moves that we can ride till the end of the day. Okay, so it's coming back up here. I will look to take another entry. I'll let it pull back more. Oof. It is pretty strong. Let's see. I might have to enter these manually. Let's see. No, we're gonna get that pushback, that pullback. Trying to get at least 2 more entries in here. So it's sort of playing around in this area here. That is actually a really good bullish rejection area candle. One minute to finish this 10-minute candle and the 5-minute candle. So what we're hoping for here is a rejection on this EMA, and then a break of this channel, and that could secure the position. So remember, trading, nothing's certain. We don't know what's going to happen. It could all of a sudden just spike all the way up, take us out. Could spike down and continue moving. So that's why it's important to define your risk and stick to it. What is gold doing here? Let's see. Yep, it's testing that area now. US oil did a good pullback and it's pushing up now. This could be a good entry for a long on oil. Yep, because we have this basically like a double bottom here. Could target these highs maybe. GJ is okay, looks like it's moving up. US30, so yeah, we had that bounce and then a continuation that I was looking at. Okay, back to NAS. Okay, we got our third entry in. That's good. Now we need to hope that price goes our way. It's very choppy. Let's see what happens here. So I looking at the 10-minute candle on NAS. I don't think I'm going to take any more entries on NAS right now. I really don't like those wicks. Let's see. So we just have about a minute and 30 seconds to close the 5-minute candle. So right now we're hoping that we get a good bearish close. Because as it gets closer to 11 o'clock, things could start going flat, and I don't really want to be in the market when it's flat. So yeah, so that's showing a very good rejection to the upside here. May need to close this manually. Let's see. So my stop loss is 14,798. Where is this? Okay, this needs to go up a little bit. So right now we're hoping that we get a close below the 65 EMA. Because if we don't, it means that the momentum is shifting back to the bullish side. It could also be that NAS is just going to start ranging for today. So right, it could be developing a range like this. Let's hope not. Because that would put me at first red day for the month. So on a 10-minute candle, this is not looking good for me. 5 minutes as well. Yeah, that's not good. It's shifting back to the upside. I'm gonna hold this until it hits the stop loss, just because I've seen it do things like this. It'll pull back and then actually do a full U-turn. But given the state of this 10-minute candle, I don't see that happening today. If we get a good 10-minute close here, it could be a good buying opportunity. Just looking at US30. Okay, oil's going up. Gold had that rejection on this level here. Yeah, gold looks like it wants to go up. Okay, back to this. Okay, so if I do make this loss, I will be taking a break, and then maybe come back a little later to look for other entries. Whenever you make any kind of significant loss, it's good to just walk away from it for a little bit, have a drink, or not an alcoholic beverage, obviously, but have a coffee, tea, whatever. Just relax for a little bit and then come back. Just refresh, basically. Some traders will, go meditate for a little bit, clear their mind. Some people go for a smoke break. Yeah, so this is why I don't like trading an asset when there's lots of wicks involved, because you never can really tell what the true direction is going to be, and that's what's happening right now. I had my doubts about it, but I still wanted to enter, and now we're just sort of waiting to see what actually will happen. This would have been a better trade to just get back in here. Okay, GJ is starting to push down. Gold is still moving up. Yeah, so this could be a buy for gold. Okay, we're just gonna watch NAS for a little bit longer. If I do anything significant here, I'll comment on it. Anyone on the stream, please say hi. Let's chat. Let me know what you're trading. Maybe I could do some analysis as well, because right now I'm just basically watching this price. Yeah, so that was a strong rejection as it was trying to push down. So let's see what happens to this 5-minute close. If it does break and hold strong above here, I might need to close this manually. So if you're following this trade, just be ready. Look at all those wicks. Jeez. I was hoping it would have calmed down by now. It's another reason I entered that trade. Because usually at this time it'll choose a direction and start moving there, but right now it's still chopping around. Alright, it's 10:35 at this point. So that was the 5-minute close. I would call this just choppy market at this point. So we're gonna wait for another little while. Could also just be ranging in this channel. We have 3 more minutes for a 5-minute candle close. So essentially I'm just looking for 5-minute confirmation. Right now it's not looking too great, but we've had rejections off of these level. So yeah, we're just gonna keep watching. It's also 3 minutes for the 10-minute candle close, and I normally use the 10-minute as my kind of confirmation candle. It's usually very strong signal. Yeah, Spud, I think you're right. It's just sort of consolidating. Like there's just so many wicks here. Thanks, man. People watch after the fact, I guess. But I'm still very new, so I'm not expecting anybody to be on the live stream. It's just good accountability for myself as well. I try to put out really as best content or signals as I can. But I've seen NAS do this. Like, it'll chop around and then eventually choose a direction and go for the day. My risk, yeah, it's FTMO. It's a real account. I also help coach people to pass funded challenges and stuff. I have accounts with FTMO and what's the other one? Funded Trading Plus. So let's see. If we get a good close at the bottom of this channel, I could hold it. My risk right now is not that bad. I don't mind losing this trade. I'm up for the week. So I started a Signal group and this YouTube channel and stuff just because I want to take this trading more seriously. I've been doing it for over 10 years. But I've never really dove in like seriously, so I'm trying to make it a real thing for me now. How about you, Spud? What do you trade? Okay, so that 10:45 candle is coming up soon. Oh, nice. So you just trade NAS. That's good. That's primarily what I trade. I will get in on US30 if I see something. People in my Signal group, they trade gold, so I've been trying to put out some gold signal if I can. I used to trade gold and the Forex pairs as well, but I found that if you just stick to like NAS, for example, it pays a lot more than trading several different assets. And by focusing on the one thing, you really get to learn basically the personality of that asset. Spud, what trading system do you use? Indicators, ICT, SNR. Yeah, that's good. That works, man. That's basically what I do. I do have some indicators on this chart. And I use these indicators more for some scalping I do every now and then. But my main analysis is done with simple support resistance zones, trend lines, channels, things like that. And then I look for price action to confirm the move. Okay, so we got some movement going here. Just waiting for this 5-minute candle to close. If it does reject this level again, I'm just going to close it, call it a day, because It's getting close to 11 a.m. But see, do you trade your own capital, or are you doing prop firm? Nice. And how is that going? I think they have like a 30-day. You got to trade for 30 days before you can do a withdrawal. Yeah. And how's your progress on it? Okay, so we hit 10:45. We had that 5-minute candle close. But that doesn't really mean shit when it comes to NAS. Oh man, that's cutting it close, but so you have to basically build back. Yeah, I had for a while that was happening to me. Like I used to trade with my own capital, and I was doing good, and then I started doing prop firm, and I would trade really good, but then I don't know, there's some weird pressure that I felt like I needed to trade more and make money from it, and then I would blow the account. Then I buy back in, eventually like sucking up all my capital really that I had. Yeah, it takes like prop firm just adds a different level of psychology that you need to master essentially. And then you have all these guys on social media flexing their prop firm wins. Yeah, that's true. NAS will pay. Today isn't a good day for a situation like yours, though, where you essentially can't really afford to lose much. So I noticed with NAS, when you start looking at that at market open, if there's lots of wicks happening, it's just best to stay out of it for the day. But if it starts building a good profile at the opening, it tends to be fairly stable. Like right now, with the way it's moving, a lot of people trying to scalp NAS they're just getting taken out at this point. So did you get into an entry today or no? Yeah, yeah, that tends to happen. I used to do like 1 minute scalping with NAS. It can be really good and then really horrible sometimes. Yeah, I was hoping for that setup too, to take that short, but then we had that massive move up. And I'm hoping that we still get that break and hold below. These sells were based on, let me see. So it was based on these rejection here. So we broke out of the channel. Then we broke back in. And I was looking at this as a bearish flag. So the expectation was an early entry on a bearish flag break below this support. Right, so the entry around here. And then the expectation is a continuation here. So that was kind of the thesis, just an early entry, which is not really a good setup because really I should have waited for that break below. And then I had this outlook as well. If it continued and tested, this was about, I was looking for this area to get tested around 10:30 or so. And if we broke past there, then I would look for a sell above this level here. So yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yeah, so this is not looking very good right now. Yeah, it's a pretty bullish setup right now. But again, when it's wicking like this, you never know. But I've defined my loss. I'm fine with it. Yeah, that's the way to go, man. Get the setup and wait for confirmation on it. Yeah, English is my main and only language. How about you? Where are you from? Moldova. Nice. Yeah, I've heard of it. Being in trading, I stay current with the news and stuff, so I've heard it every now and then. What's the language? What's your guys' main language over there? I'm currently in Canada. Okay, yeah, I have some Romanian friends. So I'm in Canada. I trade mainly the New York session. What do you trade? Do you get in on the European and Asian sessions? But I guess if you're trading NAS, you're probably looking for a US Open, really. Yeah. Yeah, NAS on the Open can really pay, man. If you can get in at the right time. I've had days, making anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 on a move. Yeah, you're right. The problem with traders is patience. If they're not in a trade, it it I don't know. Maybe it's like an addiction. You have, like, if you're a smoker, you have to smoke. It just takes a lot of patience. Like, if you stick to the one asset and you wait for your setup, that's all you need to do. And something like NAS pays a lot. I prefer it over US30. I used to trade 30 as my primary as well, but I noticed NAS has more stable moves. Not today though. Okay, 5 minutes to that 11 o'clock candle. So I don't think I'm looking for any more entries for now. So there's a possibility I might just leave this one, and whatever happens, happens. Spud, are you on my Telegram signal group? Okay. Well, feel free to join it. I try to post my signals every day. Here's the link. But the live stream is better because then it's almost real time with what I'm doing. Most days I'm in the green. Every now and then you'll have a red day. But I haven't had a red day this month, so that's good. Okay, 3 minutes for this 11 o'clock candle to close. I am debating whether to keep holding this or just closing it. Part of my rule is, if I enter the trade for whatever reason, if I'm in it, just leave it. But I also look at price in real time and then make decisions. So right now this is just choppy consolidation. There's nothing really happening here. Gonna wait for the 11 o'clock candle and then decide what to do here. That is not a nice 5-minute candle. Yeah, let's see the hourly candle. Okay, that's the close of the hourly. It's a massive wick on that candle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add a trailing stop on these, about 5,000 points, and pretty much walk away. So that way, if I start getting in profit, hopefully enough for it to at least go to break even. Otherwise, I'll take the L. Yeah, I trade every day. Can't guarantee an entry every day, but well, almost every day I will take an entry. But yeah, I trade every day. So maybe leave a subscribe and a like and join the Telegram, because on Telegram I'll put a notice out when I'm about to go live and share the link there too. So yeah, I really don't like that hourly candle. Oh well, we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna let this play out and run, and I will take a break at this point. Thanks for joining the stream there, Spud. Really appreciate it. Looks like price is starting to pull back. Four-hour candle is still looking bearish for the most part. One-hour candle is not looking so good. 30 minutes as well. 15 minutes looking bullish now as well. Let's just see what happens to this 10-minute candle. We got a minute 20 seconds to go. And GJ just kept going up. US30 it did a pullback, and it looks like it wants to go up again. That doesn't look good for my NAS trade. Okay, this 10 minutes is about to close. Yeah, I may close it manually for a loss here. Yeah, it's looking very bullish now. If it breaks this area, then I'll just close. That was a good it's not an engulfing candle on 10 minute, but it's a pretty good bearish candle. So I think this is the level it's looking to break. Yep, that's it. Closing these trades. So we're now down for the day about 200. US30 is looking very bullish again. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking to break that level. But it's also ranging here on the 1 minute. So no entry there yet. GJ, nothing there. If we could get a break back above here for gold, it might give us a buy. Looking for a long here on NAS, but it's a lot of wicks. Just need to be careful with that entry. I don't see a long with gold yet. NJ look like it wants to come down. Let's see what happens with this candle close on NAS. So it did try to break this bearish flag, but it got rejected. So now it's breaking the upper channel. So I think looking for a long might be the way to go here for today. Sorry, I just noticed my mic was on mute, so I'm in 2 entries on NAS here. Same trade, just 2 entries. So if I get a strong move to this TP, I may move my TP a little higher. Just looking for a good level here. Yeah, I think that's the level I'm gonna go for TP2. TP1, if we continue to push higher, I may aim for this level here. And I'm gonna add a trailing stop to this level, so that's about let's call it 5,000. See, we got some new people to the stream. Say hi, guys. Let me know where you're trading. If you're in the same trade. Okay, so I'm gonna reduce my risk here a little bit. Because in theory, if it breaks below this channel again, then I really don't want to be in the trade anymore. So now it's testing this area. We need a break above, and then hopefully that will be our trade. So normally with NAS, when you get a break above the 23, a lot of times it'll push all the way to the 61.8. So we had a very nice 10-minute candle close, usually a good sign, and the 15-minute as well. Days like these, when you can break these levels, it could even push all the way to 100% of that move. So these can be good days. If we break above this level, I'll be moving my stop loss to break even. We just need to break and hold. I'm hoping I can get the trade into safety by 12 noon. Because things tend to slow down and go sideways. So we have 10 minutes for the next 6 minutes for the next 10-minute candle close. Anyone looking to trade US30, it looks like it's breaking this level. Could be going up. For gold, we want to wait till it comes back down and test this area, then we look for a bullish signal. GBP, I'm expecting it to go sideways for a little bit at this point because we had that breakout. NAS is doing a pullback. We're just gonna keep watching this for now. Okay, if we get a clean close, I will be moving my stop loss to break even. Okay, that was a nice close. I'm gonna move to break even. Don't feel like making any more losses today. Okay, we're getting very close to this TP1. Trailing stop has kicked in, so we're moving. So worst case today, I break even. Best case, we get some profits here. I think this is my last trades for the day, because it's getting to 12 o'clock noon, and I don't really trade past this time. Well, I do an afternoon session as well if I see some good price movement. So right now we're hoping we can hit the TP1, and then we'll leave this runner to get to TP2. If I do see aggressive movement towards TP2, I will move to this higher level. It all depends on what price is looking like. So it is looking like it's trying to push a stronger rejection here. We just need a very strong push to get to that TP. See, price is starting to slow down as we get closer to this 12 o'clock. So it could potentially slow down till about between 1 and 2:30. I tend not to hold my trade through this time. I normally would close and then come back later and look for a new entry. That was a very nice hourly candle close. Gives me more confidence in the trade. But even when we have those high time frame confirmation, it doesn't mean much for when you're trading on a lower time frame, like with me. I mean, the bias is on our side, but you can always get those big swings just on these small time frames. That would take you out. I hate when this happens. It comes really close and then it just pushes away. A few seconds to close this candle. So I'm expecting like a strong push up and then maybe a strong rejection back down. And then hopefully a continuation to the upside. I'm gonna change my trailing stop so it doesn't trail as close for the TP2. I mean the second entry. Look like we're gonna get our TP1 hit. It's messing around. Alright, so we got our TP1. I'm trailing at 6,000 points for the second entry, so I'm gonna pull this down just a little bit, just to give it some more space, because I do expect some sort of pullback soon. So I'm leaving the other entry here as a runner, but I won't be taking any more trades for today. Right now we're up about, let me see, we're up about 1300 for the day, so not bad, not great either. So I think I'll end the stream there for today. Thanks for joining. If you like the content, please subscribe and like, so I can see that there's a need for this, and I can continue doing the live stream. If you're not following me on Telegram, join my Telegram group. All the details are in my YouTube bio. It's free signals daily. Pretty much what I do on the live stream I post on my channel, but the live stream's better because you can get faster entries and see exactly what's going on. But thanks everyone that tuned in today, and I think I should be able to go live again tomorrow. Yeah, thanks everyone, have a great day.